Starting.
It's starting. It's live, is it? Hang
It
on a
has
minute.
begun.
It has begun. Well, hey there, everyone.
Hi
Whoever's
there.
watching. Hey there. So it's
Oh, wait, we
Saturday.
need to open the chat up.
Oh, the chat.
I don't have my computer.
Okay, well, let me do this here.
Sorry, we've only done this.
5,000 times now,
Yeah.
but it's Saturday
This was
night.
like last minute.
Yeah, it's always not a formal one on Saturdays.
Mm-mm.
So,
Saturday's just a chit chat.
Yep, that's all it is.
Whoever is out there, whoever is in
watching,
cyberspace land.
Yeah, so it's Saturday night. It's starting to get really cold here. It might snow tomorrow.
It was 52 when we left.
Yeah, what is it now?
Now?
Yeah.
44
and dropping.
Mostly cloudy, breezy starting in the evening, and light snow overnight.
It's supposed to, a couple inches of snow.
But we're not going to go to our regular hangout tomorrow.
Nope, we're exiting at Denny's no more, because every time we eat at Denny's, you feel sick.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they don't already have a reputation for not being the greatest food.
No.
But we just, I don't know, we just felt like we wanted to go, maybe give ourselves a break from cooking breakfast. But the 2 times that we've gone, you end up with like your blood pressure going
and
through
anxiety, and something that it's either their coffee, because it doesn't happen with our coffee.
No.
We buy organic coffee,
Yeah.
which is very different. People don't realize that organic stuff is totally different from non-organic stuff, and it does make a difference. And then they're half and half. God knows what it has in it. The mayo has
we just don't know what's in their food. I mean, we don't know what they cook their eggs in, like what kind of oils they use. We don't know what kind of eggs they use. We don't know anything, but we do know their mayo has high fructose corn syrup.
So no, we're not going to. We did come back from our date night.
We did. We went to the Wrangler.
Mm-hmm.
We sat in the same place that we were at when we first got married.
Yeah.
And we had our friends with us.
To witness their wedding.
But yeah, it's a different type of atmosphere, in there, but it's a good atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was busy.
It was very busy. I think they have some sort of like prom night or something or another.
Winter prom.
Something they had. I don't know exactly what they had. They had something. So they're growing. Somehow, some way they're growing, and it's all natural. It's hard work, and adding this protein, animal-based protein, really makes a difference. I mean, I'm hoping really get bigger. We started some compound movements Friday, and we do the circuits.
I'm sore.
Yeah, I'm super sore too.
Yeah, I'm not like feeling really comfortable right now because I have this dumb candida thing that's flared back up on me, and I've got these blisters that are going right up the middle of the front of my body, and then kind of like come over to the back.
People don't realize the seriousness of candida's overgrowth, and when you're trying to kill it, the die-off, it's like they get pissed off, and you start having skin conditions. There's a lot of different, side effects when they start to die off. But we are on a cleanse called Candida's Complex, and then we're on a Candida. It's almost like a Candida's diet. We're on the keto diet.
Yeah, we're on a diet that basically cuts our carbs out and all the sugars that we're, that we usually have had, as carb freaks that we were.
Yeah.
But
we're feeling better, way better. My blood pressure is definitely improving. Pulse is improving. Don't get the anxiety. Last time I had is when I went to eat at Denny's. So food is, and people don't realize what you put in your body will react, and you will get, whether it's depression. It's a slew. If your gut health is not up to par, it will affect your moods. It will give you anxiety. It will give you depression. It would just throw you off kilter completely.
It'll mess you up.
Yeah,
pretty good.
So
you don't want to mess with your body, really, because I mean, what was it that one guy said today? We were watching that food is not just food. Food is information for the body.
Oh, Lucian, damn, you're sexy. Wait, are you a man? Hey there, team. How's it going? How's your Saturday night?
Whatever.
Damn, you say, wait, you're a man.
We are who we are.
Yeah, I'm a man. She's a woman. I don't know, but whatever. But yeah. So, team, how's your Saturday night going? Team kind of stepped away, or
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah, people don't realize that what they put in their bodies highly affect their health. And I, for one, don't want to end up with Alzheimer, dementia. I don't want to end up with a slew of medical conditions caused by the food that I'm eating. Because, it's like a little bit of pleasure. Because that's all food is. You sit there, you put it in your mouth, you chew, you swallow, and da-na-na-na, And it's like you teach
one and done. It's like you eat, and then it's like that moment of pleasure, and then it's over.
And the less you make such a big event about food, it's like you read something today that, oh, they feel like they deserved it and they were like giving themselves a special treat. When you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure because it's that reward system that people are constantly living on. And food is not a reward. Food is there to nourish you. And you're there to nourish your healthy gut bacteria so that if this area is healthy, then everything else in your body will be healthy. So people look at food that way and stop looking at food as some sort of entertainment. Oh, my taste buds need to be all, it's not for that. It's just, you want it to taste decent because you don't want to eat stuff that tastes rotten, but you don't want to make such a big deal about it. It's nutrition. It's get it in, let it do what it's supposed to do, and that's it.
I kind of liken it to like, remember going to SeaWorld when you were younger or, whatever? There was a dolphin exhibit, and they would feed the dolphins to do tricks or seals to do tricks and stuff. And we have this false conception of, how we feed, how we eat, and how we use food as a reward system for ourselves. So like, oh, I'm going to be really good this week, so that I can have that, blah 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 on the weekend.
And it's like reward. It's not
we shouldn't,
It's like putting gas in your car. The car doesn't go yum 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 yum. The gas is there to make your car go from point A to point B. Food is there to let you go from point A to point B to provide your body with vitamins and minerals and nutrients that you need to survive. We've made food like a long time ago when we didn't have stores. When it's like what we found to be able to eat, whether you had to kill it or whatever it was there to give us energy. And the body works based on energy. It doesn't work based on, oh, this tastes so good, or no, it doesn't work that way. We've got to stop making our taste buds the leader of the whole thing.
And sugar is in the front of the pack, Sugar is like,
happy to see you too.
Our buddies love sugar for some reason. It's like a immediate boost to our dopamine.
Right, it's not like food. It was like some sort of seasoning that they created, and then it was like, God, it was so hard to come by. It's so expensive. Well, now it's become so cheap with this high corn fructose syrup, and it's hurting people. It's causing all sorts of ailments. It's wrecking your gut health, creating an imbalance in your flora, and really all the mental conditions and all the diseases that you see are all based on the imbalance in your gut and the overfeeding of candida that turns from a bacteria into a yeast, and it takes over and wreaks havoc.
Yeah, so we've been learning a lot about, what happens with the brain, and how our brain is completely connected to our gut, and how 80% of our immune system is in the gut. The gut has its own nervous system, has its own lymphatic system. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. My gut sometimes has its own heart.
Not sometimes.
It sometimes beats, and it's like, I'm like, what in the world? This gut is more important than what we.
Oh, exactly. And people don't realize that all the depression, all their anxiety, all the problems that they find themselves facing with stems from what they're eating and the kind of non-nutrients that they're putting in. You know, and it's not what you are not putting. It's not you shouldn't be putting in. It's what you're not putting in. You know, the vitamins and minerals and things that your body requires for your brain health. I mean, if you look at the amount of dementia and Alzheimer,
and it's climbing.
It's climbing. Yeah. Patients that we're seeing, it's scary, and it's all to do with what we're doing in the kitchen and then what we're putting inside our bodies. Yeah, it's crazy.
So like today we went to our favorite little hangout for a date night, and we both ordered what was supposed to be a steak sandwich minus the bread, you know, and it was like, we got this big old cut of meat, and I was like, there's like no way we're going to eat that.
Yeah, it was like 12 ounces. Yeah, so we just had half of it and brought the rest home.
Saw Warudo says hi.
Hey, Saw. So we brought the rest home for tomorrow with breakfast. We'll have steak and eggs. Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's so cool because I mean for $12.99 I think it was.
Yeah, and we had a salad bar with it. Yeah.
Salad bar, and it's like all you can eat. It's pretty much, you know. And we got some really good cauliflower. It was delicious.
Yeah, it was.
And
some greens, and some boiled eggs, and some sunflower seeds.
Boiled eggs.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, we're enjoying. We're still trying to figure out the macronutrients.
We are. We're still like program. Trying to figure this whole thing out.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like just trying to get everything sorted, you know, and stuff. And we kind of track our macros.
But I think we're doing pretty good, you know, and it becomes easy. We only have 2 meals.
Calories.
We only have 2 meals a day. Let me see, make sure that that's
a calorie.
Yeah.
No. You can see it. And then if you go here, you can track macros, which is your carbs, fat, and protein. And, you know, it's just a really cool way of knowing
what you're putting in your body,
what you're eating.
Yeah, I'm still missing. I was supposed to have my caloric intake is pretty up there because I'm trying to put on muscle. And today I was kind of short. I was minus 840 calories. My total calories are 2,528. I only got 1,688. Protein total today was 117. My goal was 124. So I'm minus 7. That's not too bad. My carbs are supposed to be 40. I went 42, so 2 up. What I'm lacking is my fat. My fat intake is supposed to be 208 grams. Today I've only had 116. I'm minus 92. But, you know, tomorrow for breakfast, just glob on the...
I'll add some pork to your meal.
No, just butter. I don't need the protein extra. I just need the fat.
So
that's what you're still, you know, like with this. Like if you add something that has, I don't want to go over carbs and I don't want to go over
you're
protein.
At 117.
Right. So what I'm saying,
you're under fat.
Right.
A lot
so
under fat.
It's easier when like the fat thing's just pure fat. You know, and the protein, just stuff that's pure protein. You have foods that have a combination of carbs, fat, and then you add more of that food, then you're also going to throw yourself off on the other macronutrients.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, they're just... It
just seems like your calorie deficit is really...
It's because the fat is the highest. Yeah. Fat yields 9 calories per gram. So if I'm minus 92 times 9, that's why I'm minus 840. Fat has the most calories.
So if I would have added avocado oil more so to our breakfast.
Right. Or if they would have had some form of fat without, like I didn't want to put any more cottage cheese because I would have added carbs. You know, I just needed some form of fat. Like if they would have had butter, but they never have butter in those places, they would have put butter on my steak and made my, you know, my steak fattier.
And even, we found out that even the best kind of butter that keto dieters all rave about, which is called Kerrygold, it's like a 100% grass-fed, supposedly. We did some research and we found out that it's not but 97% grass-fed, and the other 3% is GMOs and other products and stuff.
GMO corn, GMO, that's GMO and soy.
And it's like, gosh, why? If they say it's 3%.
Yeah, you can't really trust.
Now we don't know.
Trust what you want out there to eat. So we're going to try to feed butter and cheese, you know, because Linda has this constant runny nose and then the breakouts and you know, dairy has a lot of lactose.
Oh, we had to throw away our milk today. Milk had to go down the drain.
It's either that or continue to feed candidas and make the matters worse. I mean, people don't realize you can't play with nutrition.
Lactose is in milk, and lactose is a type of sugar, and sugar little vermin like to feed on. They love sugar.
This stuff could cross your blood-brain barrier and go into your brain and literally wreak havoc in your brain. It could cross and get into your heart. It could do all sorts of things. There are people with stage 5 candidas that pretty much are about to die because it is so bad. You know, and little by little, as the years go by, and people don't realize that they have these allergies because it's subtle. They don't go in for the kill. They don't go in for the kill when you try to kill them. Literally, like when you're fasting or you're just depriving them of food, then they get angry. That's why you've had your flare up. It's called Candida's die-off.
But there's also something else involved called leaky gut syndrome. That's what happens when the Candida is able to cross into the yeast, from the yeast form into the fungal form and invade other parts of your body.
It actually makes holes in your intestine and it goes into your bloodstream. And that's very dangerous. Because once it's in your bloodstream, it's fair game wherever they go. It can go to your brain, it can go anywhere in your body. And that's not a good thing. So as much as people have a love affair with tasting of milk and this and that, you can't look at life that way because it's either your health or their invasion in your body.
And they say that 75% of people in the world, I mean, we're talking about the world population, has a lactose intolerance. So 75%, only 25% of people can tolerate dairy to any real great extent.
Because it's sugar. It's pure sugar. It's a type of sugar that requires enzymes. The enzymes that baby calves have to break it down. We don't have that enzyme. You know, very few people do have that enzyme.
We were hoping that, you know, raw dairy milk would be kind of off the list. And I actually posted something because I was talking about my flare-up yesterday, and the lady who provides us our dairy milk chimed in, and she wanted to say that, you know, basically we were, you know, dealing with not being vegans anymore, and perhaps this is common and it happens, but for me, it's been a common occurrence ever since I can remember that I have had issues with my sinus cavities and flare-ups, runny nose, fungus, and sleepies in the eyes and crusties in the eyes and stuff.
And it's basically all created by all the milk that you were given as a kid, like all the milk that we were given as a kid. And, you know, the antibiotics in the milk and the body just, you know, and the hormones and even cows that are pasture, roaming freely, and the milk that's not pasteurized, you're still not eliminating the lactose. The lactose is still there. For people who don't have lactose intolerance, they could probably handle that milk greatly. But for people who already have that problem, then you can't play with it. You know, it's like telling an alcoholic, well, you know, you could drink certain types of drinks if they're made out of jujube from Africa and they're special. No, if you're an alcoholic, you can never drink another drop of alcohol again because it will set you off. You know?
Yeah, and we had a friend of ours here in Silver City who owns a restaurant, and basically her husband was dealing with candida, and he's been like on this 6-week cleansing thing, and he had to cut out sugar and all this other stuff. And then she said, yeah, it's a really difficult thing, good luck and everything, but I don't know if she understands that candida is not something that you just like, well, I'm going to cut my sugar off for 6 weeks, and then after it all dies off, I could just go right back into doing what I was doing before.
It's like,
you can't do that.
It's like someone trying to fit into a dress for a wedding. You want to lose 20 pounds. And they think, oh, I'm going to starve myself, go on diet for a month or two, and then they go back to normal eating. And not only did they regain the 20 pounds, they regain 20 plus, you know, because it's a lifestyle, it's a change. Your body, if whatever got you in trouble in the first place is going to get you in trouble Again, it's like people that go on remission with cancer. If you got cancer, if something gave you cancer, you did something to create that cancer. If you don't change your lifestyle, you're going to re-get that cancer again. You know, this time with a vengeance, with a different form or whatever. I mean, people don't take their health and their body serious. You know, and there's no food, there's no pleasure, there is nothing out there that is worth using your health. I mean, that's how I think. I'm 53 years old. I don't want to grow old, all decrepit, and lose my mind and end up in some nursing home and, you know.
That would be like the real Notebook. Remember how sad it was?
Yeah.
He had to repeat their story to his wife because she forgot.
She didn't remember.
She could only remember every certain. And then there was like the whole like the Grey's Anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
The girl, Dr. Gray, her mother, who was a great surgeon, she lost her mind, and it was just really sad seeing how she just lost everything about her whole individuality.
You forget everything. You forget how to. Simple thing as putting on your clothes, wiping your ass, brushing your teeth. The simple little task. Alzheimer has many stages, you know, and as you progress through the years, the stages become up to stage 7, which pretty much, you're just a vegetable.
And you're basically kind of just crazy.
Yeah. You become violent. I mean, I used to work with a lot of Alzheimer. I was geriatric certified, and dementia and Alzheimer was one of those things that, you know, I study greatly, and it's not pretty.
I remember that Glenn Campbell recently died last year, and one of the last concerts that he was doing, he couldn't do anymore, but he had to have a bunch of prompters all around him because all the songs, even Rhinestone Cowboy and, you know, all these different songs that he knew, he couldn't sing unless he saw the words.
It's really sad. You know, that Parkinson and neurological impairment, you know, it's a very sad thing. And people don't realize that you can stop Alzheimer's. It can be reversed. In the latest studies, you got to do it through diet. You got to heal your brain. You got to heal your gut. I mean, it's important. It's totally important. And as I said, food, a moment's pleasure is not worth a lifetime of pain. And people need to stop looking at food as entertainment and have to look at food as nutrition.
And restaurants, local restaurants, and places, establishments that are there to provide food for the population should really look at how they do their business differently.
Yeah.
They should be able to provide a service that gives the people, their customers, quality food for a good price where everybody wins, not just the restaurant. Right. You know, it's not like, you know, service. Cisco Foods doesn't have to be the only provider for restaurant food. I mean, if you go to Chili's, Outback Steakhouse, you go to Red Lobster, they're all owned by the same corporation. Yeah. And basically, they have a supplier that supplies food for them, and that's it. You know, I mean, they don't work with anybody. They don't provide. It's all just this mass-produced, monstrous Olive Garden. Same. It's all the same.
Crappy food. All full of
it's like cafeteria food,
GMO, basically. You know, foods that won't love you back, you know, food that are going to hurt you, you know, and it's, I don't know, I mean, maybe because I'm older, you know, when I was younger, I didn't really care, but health is up to you, health is in your hands. You have to control to either make yourself healthy or unhealthy. Diseases don't just happen to you. You give yourself these diseases, you know?
Well, yesterday we went to another place to try to do this whole hair salon, nails, and brow. And I think we found a place. I got my nails done there. They were super nice, you know, I don't know if you guys can tell. But yeah, they were super nice, and then they did my brows. Well, it's like I can't tell which way to go. What?
It's backwards.
I know. It's like, so they did my brows. It was like super cool. I loved it. And they did your haircut really nicely. I mean, you're wearing a beanie right now, but
it's Yeah, she blended it
She
in.
blended
and
it in, and he's kind of growing the tail out.
So she just kind of like.
So she was super nice. She was very detailed. Not anything like that other person that
it was like a racetrack,
like,
you know. In and the other one, but this lady, I think we're definitely gonna stick with her. Hopefully, she stays in service.
She was really nice too. She was really cool and very, very kind and everything. One thing though that happened was we were supposed to be there on Wednesday, and somehow, some way, something happened.
The schedule mixed up.
And the schedule got
they have no
mixed up.
scheduling girl, and everyone's doing their own thing, and you know. It's like that's the problem with today's world, you know. It's like they want to cut positions and have one person do a job of two. So, you know, the girls there have to be their own receptionists, they have to clean up after themselves, they have to wash, have to do their own shampooing and all that stuff. So,
they shampooed your hair?
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
It's been a long time. Every time I go get a haircut, they don't even wet it. It's just like, you know, but, yeah, so it was good. I really enjoyed it. I think it's important for everyone to have at least once a month a little TLC, go to salon, whether it's to get your nails done or get your hair done or a little something just to treat yourself. And instead of treating yourself with food that you don't belong in your body, give yourself rewards that will make you look good, feel good, you know, and overall give you good health. Because when you feel good and you look good, you know, it's all going to transfer into good health as well, keeping the stress level down. You know, it's so important. People think it's just what you eat that's important. That's very important, but what's also very important is to learn to have an attitude that kind of lets things roll off your back. You know, not really let things upset you so easily.
Be grateful.
Yeah, and not let things upset you so easily. I mean, it's just like it's not worth it because every time that flight or fight response kicks in, and every time those cells sense anger, fear, frustration, you're harming them. Cells get harmed dramatically. That's what we're talking about, like brain.
You basically harm yourself.
Yeah.
You know, your own body when you live in this fight or flight mode. And actually, one of the greatest ways for you to that is to exercise and to work out and to reward yourself by doing exercise.
Yeah.
You know, because like you do like one exercise and you push yourself and you reward yourself by completing the task. And it's like little shots of dopamine that actually, and serotonin that actually go in. Serotonin being that feel-good hormone that everybody likes to have. You know, it's really cool to be able to put things together and to kind of be able to make sense of the fact that we are not just a disconnected set of cells. We're like this, like what?
Network.
Yeah.
It's a whole network of everything gets connected. Your gut is connected to your brain. You know, your heart is connected to your brain and gut as well. I mean, everything is just interconnected and everything works together in harmony. So when you're disheveled, when you're not feeding your body right, you're not sleeping right, you're not drinking water, you're not exercising, all this stuff really, you know, ends up destroying your body. And it may not happen right away, but it be gradual, little by little, and then before you know, one day you're all sick. It's no fun.
And did you know that actually, if you do not get enough sleep, your body, your brain begins to eat itself?
Yeah.
That's
scary stuff.
I mean, I used to stay up, you know, years ago, way after midnight. And, you know, I would stay up sometimes all night, you know, and I was basically kicking myself, you know, totally. I mean,
I need sleep.
Oh, look at some. I saw you people in shampoo. You didn't see me.
No, you saw me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
handsome devil that you are.
Yeah, sleep is important. I really enjoy trying to get 8 hours. I wear these little things on my eyes so that nothing on light disturbs me because I know my body needs it. You know, when I don't get sleep, my body is not happy with me. And you're running on a half-charged battery. It's like if you're trying to charge your phone and it's not fully charged and you take it out of the charger and it's not ready. You know, it's the same thing. Sleep is important. Nothing more important than sleep. You need that. You need water. We can do without food up to 30 days, but you need sleep. You can't even go without sleep for 3 days because you're just like.
Well, I know what happened when I went without sleep for 2 days.
Am I living in Miami? No, we're actually in Silver City, New Mexico. Left Miami quite a while.
Yep, back in what?
I married Lena in July of 2015, July 16th of 2015.
We've been together almost 3
years
years.
now, yeah.
And happy as a clam.
Yeah.
However happy clams are, right?
I don't know.
But they say they're pretty happy.
Yeah, they do say that.
It's nice not to live in South Florida anymore. It's so busy, so crazy. So much stuff going on there that, the cost of living is so expensive.
Oh, yeah. A lot of crime, so much traffic. Lynn and I lived in Fort Lauderdale for a year and 3 months, and then we went on a road trip, and it's on the channel called Gypsy Blue Nomads. And we were on the road for 90 days, visiting all sorts of national parks all throughout the United States.
It was a wonderful experience. We need to do some binge watching.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Of our road trip, because a lot of that stuff just went in and out. Because it was like
so fast.
A blur.
Yeah. Like we were only in places for 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
Sometimes not even that. It's like,
we sold everything. We didn't have anything except for maybe a duffel bag of clothes and some, your guitar.
Camped out.
Got rid of my keyboard. Unfortunately. Yeah. So, we were gonna go to a movie tomorrow, but they're doing a Christmas movie.
It's like, why? Plus, it's gonna be really cold tomorrow.
Yeah, it might snow.
Yeah.
So
I'm an islander. I don't do well with snow and cold weather. I mean, I can handle a little bit of it, but too cold, especially at nighttime, or if the sun isn't out, then I like to be inside with a heater.
We almost didn't go out tonight.
I know, because it's cold, cloudy and cold. We're kind of like we're tired.
Yeah. It's like,
They're trying to teach the body to utilize fat for energy, the keto diet, and it takes a while. It takes people, let's say, sometimes a good month to adapt. And I think we've been doing pretty well considering.
I think compared to last week, our macros are much better than they were. But I'm feeling really achy.
No, that's because you got
kind of fluish as well.
Yeah, and that's what happens. You get the keto flu.
My stomach kind of hurts a little bit.
Yeah, it's all working.
At least you were able to get rid of toxins in your body.
But not as good as I normally do. That's one of the things I don't like about this keto diet thus far, is that it's hard to go to the bathroom when I'm constipated. Do you watch things, college, block food, and speech? Alright. Christians are extinct like the dinosaur. There's always these like weirdos that.
I know, I don't even know what that. The room is nice. I'm familiar with these decorations. Oh, the actual owner of the motel here is an Indian, so if you like his decorations, I don't know.
So
whatever.
So that's the only thing I don't like, that it's my body's so used to, and it's not that we eliminate fibers because we eat a lot of greens and veggies still, but it's what you're putting in, and I find that dairy constipates me. The milk, even the cheese, kind of doesn't let things flow, and that's what tends to happen with constipation. When you change your diet and you're adding foods that your body's really not accustomed to or doesn't like very much, then constipation sets in. So I did kind of go a little bit because I eliminated the milk, but it's still not where I would like to. And I know TMI.
But that's all part. We kind of share everything on this channel. We talk about everything. Okay. Bye.
Let's see here. No, we're not telling people bye. We're just like this guy who remove, report.
That's just one comment.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of those freakish.
Oh no, there's always, people just come on because they see a live thing going on and they're not really interested.
Yeah.
And they just, it's bizarre.
Yeah.
But the world is full of all kinds of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's we're gonna have our hibiscus tea.
Yeah, that's a very good.
Welcome tea.
Yeah. We're drinking teas at night. Teas are very healing. The spleen really likes when you actually drink warm fluids. And we've done dandelion tea, periodical tea, and now we're trying the hibiscus tea, and it's really nice.
It is, and we have another one that we use. Herbal mint supplements.
Yeah.
But I'm really digging teas because it's like I never used to be a tea drinker. It was never something that I would ever even have a taste for. And now it's like wow, it's like a whole new world of flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Has opened up, and they're 0 calorie,
right?
And they're medicinal.
Very medicinal. Yeah.
They have a lot of healing properties to them, and there's different teas for different kinds of healing. And it's not like you should be drinking like that Pau d'Arco is for a specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was taking it for the Candida cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
After the Candida cleanse is over, I don't think I'll have any more Pau d'Arco.
Mm-hmm. But now there's so many really nice tasting teas and just with amazing effects, and it's just like there are teas to calm your anxiety. I remember as a kid, my grandma used to make me tilo, and it was just chamomile, and there was another tea for digestion when I had poor digestion, manzanilla. I don't know what that's called in English, but it was like
manzanilla,
very herbal stuff that's been used by generation to generation, and they really work, and they're soothing, and they're good for you, and they're calorie free, and you just add a little stevia, and you're good to go.
And we're finding out that Grandma's advice was actually pretty good. She actually had a handle on things compared to what we're being given now as remedies and stuff like that. But we're looking into bone broth and being able to, eat bone broth and stuff.
Tina asked, have we heard of raw manuka honey, supposed to have great health and healing benefits? There are a lot of good honeys with good benefits, especially if you buy local honey. However, honey is high glycemic, and people that are very sensitive to insulin sensitivity and insulin spikes need to stay away from all types of sugars, whether they're natural or whatever form they come in. The only thing that one could actually really use without any problems and any ramification, and this is a brand, I don't know if you see here.
If you get closer.
No, further. No. Purity. Organic
liquid extract, stevia
extract. It's
pure, and it doesn't have the ingredient.
It's 0 calories, and it's usually you have to be very careful with the type of stevia that you use, because they mix it with dextrose and they mix it with all sorts of other stuff that don't belong in your body and will spike you up. And when you're trying to eliminate that spike in that insulin, in your bloodstream or excess insulin, then you really need to stay away from anything that has sugar in it, and that includes honey, unfortunately.
That may be what Jim Carrey uses.
With the stevia or the manuka honey? I'm not quite sure what Jim Carrey uses, but one of the things we found, you have to literally do that. Yeah. We've done that many times, because artificial sweeteners are terrible for you.
Aspartame,
and sucralose.
Different types.
Yeah.
Saccharin.
Oh, okay, the one I showed. Yeah, it's a good brand. It's a good brand, and it's not as expensive as other brands that are pure stevia liquid, so it's pretty good. And it doesn't spike up the insulin. It doesn't feed candidas. So right now we're doing no sugar, and basically the only carbs we're getting is from vegetables, you know, and not even vegetables. I mean, we do peppers, we do onions, we do garlic, tomatoes, lettuce, like spring mix, we do spinach, and we do kale and celery.
Yeah.
And that's about it. We're trying to keep it very low glycemic and trying to keep the carb load below 40.
And no carrots and,
that's very
you know, other things that would contain more levels of sugar.
Right, and create a spike, high glycemic will spike you up. And even some fat, even protein, if you go beyond your moderate protein intake, will convert to sugar. It's like sugar has on the body.
And that's the thing about being on a ketogenic diet is that it's 5% carbs, 20% protein, and 75% basically of fat. And that's what we're trying to kind of figure the ratio out, because fats are such a huge part of our diet that even like the meats that we buy, we have to soak them in butter or soak them in ghee, I guess we're going to use, or we're going to use coconut oil, avocado oil, and stuff like that.
As it is, I mean, I was minus 98 grams of fat.
Yeah.
That's what my calorie.
I needed to put more fat in your stuff.
Today, I mean, they didn't have any. I didn't want to trust whatever oil they had there from salad because if it would have been canola oil or some other oil, because olive oil is expensive, and a salad bar is not going to sit there and put. I don't trust it. I really don't. And you know, it's not like usually olive oil. They have it in this big container and it shows olive oil. But where they have that there, that could be any oil for olive oil. All that.
Yeah.
You know, so my gut feeling said, I gotta put that in there because it's canola. But yeah,
that's the thing. You just don't know.
You don't know.
Even in the blue Cheeto, you don't know.
I don't know what's in there. So, yeah, and that's why I only have like a tablespoon because it's gonna have a couple of grams of carbs. I want to make sure that I'm getting a lot.
So next time we go, we're going to bring our scale and we're going to bring our own dressings with us. We're going to have like a little kit, you know, a little picnic basket thing, and it's going to have all our little condiments and stuff.
I would just rather.
We'll just leave that up on the table and pull out.
Just like not do anything or asking for mustard. Just add mustard. Add mustard and mayo.
That's true, but mayo's not good either.
Well,
places.
I know.
So you know, you can't really make
unless it comes in if they have a bottle of mayo. But I know they have a bottle of mustard.
Yeah, they have the bottle of mustard.
So it'll be mustard dressing.
And it'll be all you could get.
Yeah, and just hey, I enjoy the vegetables on their own. Like I remember when we water fast, we just like the flavor of the real food. Food doesn't have to be overly flavored.
Well, if you see the salad I made, the second one, it was like very little of anything. It was just
everything. Because I'm enjoying the flavor of the eggs without having that. Enjoy the flavor of. It's like if one teaches the taste buds to overly put seasoning, and you're always trying to find that party in the mouth.
Yeah.
You know, it's just enjoy the flavor of the food.
So I guess we talked our way through.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, it's probably been. I remember tiny things.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been, but it's probably been a while. They don't really say.
Yeah.
But we have a show on Tuesday, and we'll be talking about more issues, and we'll even inform you about anything that arises in our lives and things that we learn or we come to understand even to a greater level. And you know, there's always something. We're never afraid to learn or change our opinion.
Yeah.
If it can be changed, it'll be changed.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
We're truth seekers and truth tellers, and that's what we like to do. And we're not stuck on one paradigm, one mold, or one typology, or one belief structure. I mean, if something comes along that tumbles that all out of place of what we thought, we'll go with it.
That's where we changed from being vegans to omnivores. I'm really, really enjoying it, and really, it's like fat especially. It's like my body really craves the fat, and I deprived my body of fat for so many years. So I was afraid of fat. And the brain functions on fat. Every cell in your body requires fat. It's like I eat it and taste it, and it feels so healing.
I know, it's super good. I mean, it's like you put it on, and it just kind of coats the stomach.
It's like that's all I really want. It's like the regular food or just like butter. I don't need all the bells and whistles. Just the stuff that my body needs. Really.
So I've been given the responsibilities of making breakfast, and I just wanted to make a good breakfast. So it's been something that I wanted to make into a creative outlet for myself. But what I'm understanding now is that you would rather have fast food or faster hot food than for me to make it.
No, it's not that. It's just like the nutrients that I need, like my fats.
Well, yeah, but yesterday I gave you plenty of fats.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday I gave you plenty of fats. It's just that, you want me to make it faster so that you, after working out, or me, after working out, can just ingest.
Right. So we can get our, there's a window that the body has when you work out, that the muscles are like starving for food, especially when you're intermittent fasting. And so it's important to get that in there so that we can grow and put on guns. Guns are important. I want to be able to lift you over my head, and if I don't get the proper time.
Well, you need to eat more calories.
Oh, I know. But
you were like way under today.
Yeah, because my fat is what was down today. Because remember, fat, it was like what? Bunch of.
But that's why I can't make your food and my food on the same plate. Because if I give you what you need,
140 calories.
If I give you what you need, then I'll not be able to.
No, you can't. You just weigh it out.
I'll have to. Well, it's not weighing it out. It's the fat that you need.
Oh yeah, you just add that.
So I have to add it at
the end. Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
Just put a couple of sticks of butter or put.
Tomorrow's easy though. Tomorrow's the prime rib we had.
Yeah.
The half of it that we have left, and fried eggs.
That's it.
That's all I'm gonna do.
So I love the omelets.
It'll be like 5 minutes.
I love omelets.
5 minutes, you're gonna have your meal. Just like Waffle House. Waffle House, order up. Okay, table 45. Orders up.
But again, parties. It's like nutrients.
I know, but the thing is, you create things. When you make things at dinner time, you create.
I'm not even very creative. Before I was creative. To get you to like the vegan food. It was because it was like trying to get somebody who never liked vegetables and was a meat eater to try to like. So it's like, okay, I need to learn to make stuff to make it like lively and fun, and so they go, oh yeah, this is good. But
I thought you were now because you like to cook.
Well,
you're a cook.
I'm a cook, but like when I would cook for myself and I was bodybuilding, it was just like it was, just protein, fat, just making the stuff that my body needs. I didn't want to create such food, whatever, because then that's what creates more hunger, and that's what creates all the bad habits of people eating. If everybody goes out for flavor, like desserts and chocolate and flavors and this and that, then that's what gets us in trouble as humans, because we look at food as some sort of entertainment.
Yeah, but I mean, food is good. Food is with the spices that you cook with and the different textures and things that you do. I mean, it's good. And for me, getting back into the kitchen.
Oh, I know. I understand that.
For me, it's great.
I understand that. And
to get my feet wet and to just
I understand that. I understand that totally, because you've been wanting to do that. But at the same time, it's like, okay, yeah, it's wonderful. I appreciate it. It looks delicious and tastes delicious, but I don't want you to slave over something. It's just like, okay, baby, we've got a window of opportunity to feed our bodies, but I'll just have to. That's why I was like trying to find some sort of like maybe protein powder, but that's not even good because they're all bad and all have all sorts of stuff, so that I could have that while, but there's nothing out there.
I guess I'll just have to,
No, I don't want to make you. unhappy because I know you enjoy that. I know you enjoy that. Like my dinner time doesn't matter. You take all the time in the world making the salads, you know.
No, that also takes time, and that also is something that
but I'm not
under the gun to finish.
No, but I'm not.
Should I start now?
Well,
should I begin now?
Because I want to time it. I want to time it.
And I'm like, no, I'm not ready yet.
Well, but I want to be able to time it so that
I'll just make a really simple salad next time. I'll just cut up some avocados, throw some romaine on there.
I'm not asking.
Shrivel up some onions and throw it.
She's an all or nothing type of person. She doesn't know what happy medium is. You know, that's been a massive. You know, it's like it's not that way.
So it's my fault.
There we go. You're like, I'll just throw blah blah blah. You're making this all or nothing. I'm telling you, and dinner time is not a problem because we don't have that window. You know, and the only reason I ask you, are you almost ready, so that I know, so that the meats, because the meats sometimes are very done pretty quickly. So I just want to be able to time it, like I do with the coffee. Should I heat up the coffee already? I mean, make the little thing so that we have everything ready together. Yeah, that's about it. So what is team saying? Work in progress. Exciting. Yeah, it is. You know, a lot of her body's changed dramatically. I mean, I don't even know how much body fat is left in you. You know, it's just totally altered. She's got, I don't know, can you show your abs?
No.
You can't.
I don't want to.
Why?
Because I don't want to. It's got Candida on it.
Not up here with the Candida. You're standing over there.
Yeah, it's not really, you can't really see
when you're sitting down. Oh. But when she stands up, I'm looking, and it's like, damn. 6-pack. Galore.
It's all his responsibility. He's the one that did this to me. So,
yeah, it's a good thing.
And I'm not complaining, because
of course not.
It's better to be able to, you know, not bulge out of your clothing than.
And with this new diet, definitely, because the irritable bowel or the leaky gut literally pushes the stomach out in a lot of people, and they have like, you know, you could be 90 pounds and still have this like.
She said you're kissing her cow.
Parasites. Yeah, parasites that are in there, and you see people with this big old gut, and they could be skinny legs, skinny arms, and that's from leaky gut and a colony of all sorts of stuff. It's like, not sweat the small stuff, you know, it's like.
I'm learning. I'm learning. I mean, I'm learning to not hold on to things, and not to get offended, not to, you know, I mean, but it's a learning process. Not like I'm there yet, but I'm learning. I'm better than I was a year ago, which is pretty big.
Yeah. Very big.
I'm tired.
Oh, I am kind of tired. I didn't even want to go out today. I'm tired. It's like we trained really hard all week, and yesterday's compound training was really difficult. Trying to lift.
You lifted like 65 pounds on a big barbell, long bar biceps. Like lifted.
That's what my form.
No, we did these other ones that were like up, like that, and then down.
A lot of the compound movements, deadlifts, squats, pull-ups, and then 4 days we do like interval training really fast. I'll set up like 4 or 5 exercises from station. Fast, powerful movements. So yeah, I'm exhausted. I try to lift pretty heavy. But you want to eat more during the weekend so you could pump all those muscles full. Yeah, I would have eaten all the steak, but I don't want to overdo the protein. I need more. Yeah. My carbs are on target. Yeah. And my protein's on target. Yeah. I just need more fats. We'll get you a stick of butter and like a popsicle. That's what's good. I feel that's what's going to heal you. That's what's going to heal you too. Oh, I totally believe it. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Raw and Real. Saturday Night Chat or Rant with the Cummings. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks, team, for watching. And who else was there? We had Rocky and Zaw. And Rocky is from India. Nice run me or Rocky. Lucian was weird, and then the Jehovah Dragon 3, we just kind of stopped them all. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much, and catch you on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time.
That's right.
Love you, but remember to always love yourselves too. Bye. Love. Take care.